Hi everyone. It's about 5:30 a.m. I couldn't sleep and I was excited to get going on the cover for these two signatures that I pulled out of the other really large gator mouth journal I was working on. No regrets. I love that I took these out. The other one is so much easier to work with. And I want to make just a simple cover, a really trashy cover, and I'm going to use this large garbage bag, or this is it's not for garbage, it's a leaf bag, and I had already taken it apart, cut some parts off, and so I'm just going to cut a more manageable piece to work with. Okay, here we go. We've got a bag. Now it's obviously going to be too big. I think I'm just going to fold the edges in to make them thicker. Yeah, I think that would be good. Let's see if this is tall enough. Oh yeah, I think that's good. And we have to put both of them in though. Okay, I may have to extend this a bit, or not. Maybe I won't. I could put some ribbon here if this starts sticking out. I'm going to start by putting a little bit of glue. I'm going to be sewing this together, so I don't need a lot of glue. Just enough to kind of tack it down. All right, take this to the sewing machine. And I'm going to go around the perimeter, and maybe I'm just going to turn this into a pocket, but no, maybe not. Next time. Okay, that took me forever. I had problems with my thread. I had to change it. I got some really cheap thread, and which I don't mind using. But it usually works if the bobbin is the same thread as the top. But in this case, it didn't work so well. So, anywho, I had to switch to a better one. That's fine. Okay, so these are going to fit in here. I don't know if I want to embellish the front or back, but that's going to fit really nicely. So I think I'm going to take a strip of fabric and put that on the front here. Maybe I'll put a little bit of paint on here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to try these paints, Shuttle Art. They're okay. Got them from Amazon. I don't think I'll be buying them again. but it gave me some different colors to use, just something different. Ooh, I like that. Okay, and then on top of this, I'm thinking maybe a little bit of gesso. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I couldn't sleep last night, like absolutely wide awake, tossing and turning. So I thought, you know what, I'm getting up. I just made a cup of coffee instead of a pot because I thought maybe I would fall asleep and then go back to bed for a couple hours. But I guess I should have made that pot of coffee because I'm still awake. And it's almost 6:30. Okay, let's let that dry, and then I'm going to put a little bit of gesso and then let that dry, and then I can go ahead and put the signatures in. I'm going to remove these old strings. Okay, and we're ready to put these in. I decided to add a little bit of gold on the edges. Oh, I love this messy look. Look at this beautiful gold. It can just brighten up any trashy journal. You don't need much. Love it. Let's put a little bit in the middle. There. It'll take a while for this to dry. That's okay. Love that. Ooh. These sparklies. Perfect. I'm too impatient. It's not quite dry. I'm going to use this big scraper. This is actually used for auto body work on your vehicle. These are probably 30 years old. I have 3 different sizes, but this has been missing for a long time. Just found it. And that is so much easier than using a credit card. Yes. I think this would look really good with a coat of like a gloss gel, just for something different. Okay, now I really have to let it dry this time before I can put the gloss gel on it. Before I put these signatures in, the back of one of them has this tip out and it's a pocket, and each time I open it, the pictures go flying. So I want to make a little tab here and a magnet and attach that. Okay, I found this scrap of cardstock, and I think that'll be enough to close that. And I'm going to do something different this time. instead of using one magnet, I'm going to do two. So let's see what happens there. First, I have to glue that on, but we're going to kind of make it messy. You don't have to be like super precise with this kind of stuff. So let's do a little bit of glue. Super simple, super junky. Folds over, it's going to be right there. So one, hang on, separate these. Okay. So one, to make sure I put them on correctly. Okay, one goes here. I put a piece, a little bit of paint on here. Actually, we'll just do a whole thing right there. Push it down. And that's where your magnets go. Put one here, the other one here. Double-sided tape works really well doing this, but my double-sided tape is across the room and I just wanted to use what I had at the desk. So this works fine. Here. Now I could have made this thicker. It's a little floppy, but that's okay. I can always add another piece on here. Bring this down a little bit. And I'm just experimenting on the fly here. Junky, junky. That's what I like. I used to make, when I first started junk journaling, I used to make these, just these little tiny like folios. And oh, I used to work so hard and I'd measure everything and it had to look so perfect. And then I found actual junk journaling and then I was hooked. I'm like, okay, this is what I want to be doing. Definitely want to be doing that. Piece of tape here. So we'll leave it at that. Perfect. Okay, let's see if that cover is dry yet. Okay, while the cover is drying, I picked up my gloss gel, so that'll sit there and I'll put that on once it's dry. Then I found this lady that I drew the other day and I thought I'd give her some gold hair. This is my favorite brush. I got it from Dollarama. Not to do my watercolors. My fine art watercolors are definitely done with much better brushes. But these are really good for just everyday acrylic, you know. I don't have to take care of it like I do my other brushes. I still wash it out. Make sure it's clean. But I can use this thing for a couple years and then eventually throw it out. That's quite pretty. Very nice. She's going to have some flowers in her hair, or just one maybe. It's good enough. Now let's do her shirt. And I'm going to do that one in acrylic. Oh, that's nice. Super happy with that. Let's some shiny hair. Okay, this is pretty dry. So that's what it's going to look like. And have the raw edge at the top. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, if I'm going to put her face on here, I don't want to put the gloss gel all the way in the middle. I will on the back, but I'll just kind of go around here and just leave a smaller square not done. And it'll help, you know, glue it down. Why is it that my junky projects are always the ones that look better? Does that happen to you? Do you prefer a junkier journal instead of a neat and tidy one? Put the remainder in the middle, even though I don't need that. I'm just cleaning off the card. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, clean this card off. Okay, that was Liquitex Professional Gloss Gel Medium. Love it. Okay, the cover is done. Now I'm going to let this really dry for a few hours. I'm going to go have some breakfast, and then I'm going to put the two signatures in. I didn't do the inside, and actually I'm okay with it. I think I might leave it for writing and stuff. Yeah. What do you think? I love her. She looks so good.